Hello and welcome back to the Looking Stylish YouTube channel. Okay. Today's video is all about some favourite beauty products. So I'm going to get started straight away and I'm going to work from the top down. So first products are hair care, and for the last year or so I've been using the TGS Factor shampoo and conditioner. It does give the hair a nice shine, makes it really soft but still manageable and not too greasy. So I wash my hair every other day with this, and I've been really loving it. For the times when it needs a little bit more of a boost, I've been using the L'Oreal Intense Repair. I do get my hair coloured, so it can get a little bit dry sometimes. And this is a mask that you use and leave on. And it's great to provide intense nutrition into the hair, and really good if you've got very dry or brittle hair as well. So I don't use it too often, just perhaps when I've been out in the sun in the summertime, or if it's really cold in the winter and my hair's got a bit brittle as well. So those are three of my favourite hair care products. I'm just going to cover my absolute favourites because I have got quite a lot here. So then moving down on to body care, and then I also use Clinique again as a body lotion, and this is their Deep Comfort body lotion. I get quite dry skin on my legs in the summer, and this sinks in beautifully. It doesn't really have a scent to it, so it's really nice to wear, and it doesn't compete with any fragrance that you might be using either, and it gives the skin a nice sheen. And then during the summer months, a product that I found that I absolutely love is this Perfect Legs Skin Miracle. I don't just use it on the legs, I use it on my arms as well. And it's tinted and it has a lovely sheen to it, but it's also got vitamins in it. And it's a serum that covers all the imperfections you have on your skin. So especially in the summertime, if you're wearing a dress or a pair of crop trousers and you want your legs to have that beautiful sheen to them, it's got that little bit of colour in it as well, so it really makes your legs look fabulous. And talking about the summertime, a product which I actually forgot to bring down with me is the tanning product that I use. And it's called Vita Liberata. I'll link it in the description box. In fact, everything that I talk about today, if you click on the Show More button, I'll link to them and then you can click through and find the products. But I did want to mention that tanning product because it goes on so easily. Put it on the night before and it lasts for probably 4 to 5 days before you need to top it up, and it's very natural. It's very hard to get streaky or make mistakes with it, so that's one that I do highly recommend. And then a couple of perfumes that I wanted to mention. The first one is Chanel and it's called Chance, and it's a really lovely fresh fragrance. It's something that actually works very well in the summertime. And then the other one that I have been really loving is from Armani. It's part of their Privé collection, and if I can pronounce it correctly, it's called Pivoine Zuzu, and this is just stunning. And every time I wear it, people comment on it and ask what I'm wearing. And it really is absolutely beautiful. I will put also in the description box what the notes are that are in it, because off the top of my head I can't remember. But that is an absolute favourite, and I almost neglect my other fragrances now because I just want to wear this one all the time. Okay, so on to the face and skin care. Okay, so the first one I want to mention, and I apologise if you can't get this in the UK. I will see if I can find it. It did used to be supplied here, but if not, I'll give you some alternatives. It's a cleansing balm, and this one is from Colleen Rothschild. I know Clinique do one, so I'll link that one if I can't get this one for you. And it's called the Radiant Cleansing Balm, and it looks like that, and you just smooth it, rub it into the skin. It's got that lovely sort of spa scent to it, and then I take a muslin cloth in hot water, wring it out and then press it onto the face so it really puts the product into the skin, and then wipe it away. And that little bit with the muslin cloth exfoliates the skin as well, and it comes up afterwards just looking beautifully fresh. The first time I used this, it was like a miracle, because I thought, cracking, my skin is really clean. It looks really clean and glowing for the first time in a long time. So I would highly recommend a balm with a muslin cloth. And then on days when I want to exfoliate a little bit more, this product, which is Veneffect, it's quite a fine exfoliator. And again, it just gives you that really nice glow once you've used it. I probably only use this once a week. For a kind of regular moisturising, my skin can get a little bit dry and irritated and patchy, which the exfoliation will help to get rid of. But my favourite daytime moisturiser, which is lightweight, but it has, it's called Moisture Surge, and it does put moisture into the skin. And it's the Clinique Moisture Surge Moisturiser. They also do an eye cream that matches it as well. So that one's really nice and lightweight, and it doesn't give a sort of greasy finish when you want to put foundation on top of it. And then one other product that I wanted to mention, it's the Overnight Bronze and Glow Mask from Charlotte Tilbury. So it's an overnight mask that puts treatments into the skin, but it also gives you a little bit of a tan as well. It's quite subtle, so if you want more colour, you need to build it up over several nights. But you know, the next morning when you wake up and you've used it, not only has your skin had some treatment, it's also been given a little bit of a tan as well. Okay, so then moving on to the face. And I think possibly the first one, if you've read my blog, you'll know I've mentioned this over and over again. It is an absolute favourite. It's the Chanel CC Cream. It has an SPF of 50 in it, so it's great for protecting your skin. But it also has correction in it, so it helps to smooth out the face and cover any blemishes, but it also includes skincare as well. And this one, I tend to wear it as a substitute for foundation on days when I don't particularly want to wear foundation. If you want something that's quite light, this one I would highly recommend. It's quite a small tube, and I think it is about £45, but it lasts forever. I've been using this probably since it was first launched about 3 or 4 years ago, and I think I've had 3 tubes of it. So one a year does work pretty well for me. So that one I would say is definitely worth the money. So on a day when I want foundation rather than the CC cream, I will either use this Les Beige, and it's a healthy glow foundation. So again, it gives the skin a nice glow. This is what I'm wearing today. And again, it has an SPF of 25 in it, so it protects your skin the whole year through. This one I'm wearing number 30, and this I would tend to wear on my lighter days or in the winter when my skin doesn't have any tan to it. During the summertime, when I want something a little bit lighter and a bit more glowy, the one that I really do like is from Giorgio Armani. It's the Maestro Glow Nourishing Fusion Makeup, and this is a biphase one, so it's got oil in it, but it's not a greasy oil, it's a dry oil, so it gives the skin that glow. And this also has an SPF of 30. And this one I've actually got in a slightly darker colour, so this one works really well during the summer months for me. Okay, so still on skin, couple of favourites from Charlotte Tilbury is their Flawless Finish Airbrush Powder. Very, very light, so it doesn't give the skin a cakey finish. It's a really nice finish to it. And I even use this sort of right under the eyes once I put my concealer on. So that one I really like. Talking about bronzers, I mentioned earlier the Les Beige collection from Chanel. This is a really nice matte bronzer. So during the day, if you don't want to have any shimmer or shine, That one's great, I really like that. And that does come in a couple of colours as well, so you can find one that works with your skin tone. And for the evening, my favourite powder, which again I have mentioned previously on the blog, is the Starlight from Laura Mercier. And this one has a slight touch of shimmery gold to it, so it's absolutely beautiful. It's called Starlight, so if you wear it in candlelight or in evening light, it just gives you a beautiful, slightly golden shimmer to the skin. And for concealers, I've got a couple that I really like. For concealing blemishes, the NARS Radiant Cream Concealer lasts all day, absolutely brilliant. It's not too thick. I apply it anywhere where I've got blotches that I want to cover. I also use it under the eye to cover dark circles, and then following that, I use the Charlotte Tilbury, the Retoucher, which is a brightener, and that brightens the under eye area as well. And also you can put a little bit here in your Cupid's bow, a little bit here as well. So that one I use alongside the concealer. I do have dark circles under the eyes, which I'm working on with drinking plenty of water as well. Favourite blusher, again, a few Charlotte Tilbury products here. Is this one. It's called Cheek to Chic, and they do it in loads of different colours, but it has this outside circle that goes onto the cheek, and then this little centre one that gives a nice pop of colour onto the apples of your cheek. And I might as well stick with Charlotte Tilbury. One of the products which I used again and again last year, and is great for travelling, is these Instant Look Inner palettes. At the moment I've only got one. I think they've currently got about 4 of them out. But what's great about them is that you get 3 eyeshadows in there. This one has a bronzer in it, and it has a highlighter, and it has 2 blushes. So again, you've got that sort of real pop of colour to put on the apple of the cheek. And this one, you can literally take it away with you if you're travelling for a couple of days, and you don't really need anything else. So that one I absolutely love. I'm wearing the highlighter on my cheeks today of that one. And one other bronzer I wanted to mention was the By Terry Sun Designer palette. This one. And again, you can see I have used this quite a lot. I got this last year, and I used the darker shade as a contour here and then underneath the chin, and then the brighter colours. These are great in the summertime, but this one I actually use all year as well. As far as brushes are concerned for putting this on, all-time favourites are the Real Techniques brushes. Although at Christmas Liz bought me one of these brushes, which needs a little bit of a wash, and I found this brilliant for putting on foundation. So it makes it sort of really easy and mistake-free. Okay, so just a couple of other bits and pieces for eyes. The Nakeds palettes are brilliant. If you're just starting out and looking for some colours, I'd suggest one of the neutral Naked palettes because it has so many colours in it. This one is the Heat one that they did last summer, but I actually wore these colours over Christmas as well, and some of them were beautiful for Christmas. And I have got those on today. So these are, as I say, they're great if you want to just buy one palette and it's got a whole range of nice soft colours for a natural look. And a new one that I've bought recently is a Dior one. Again, these little Dior ones are lovely because you get 5 colours in there, and it comes with a little description of how to use the colours as well. So I've been tending to use these on the days when I'm wearing my sort of deeper burgundies. So last thing on eyes, pencils and eyeliners, and I've got a couple of favourites that I use. First of all, Stila. It's not a traditional pencil, but it goes on beautifully smoothly. And what I like about them is that their colours are, for example, with the brown, it's a brown, but it has a little bit extra. It's more of a sort of deep bronzy brown. So that's what I'm wearing today as well. So I really like those. And the second, again, back to Chanel, their waterproof Stilo waterproof. These are absolutely beautiful because they are waterproof, they last all day, they don't budge, and again they go on really easily and smoothly, and they have, you know, some nice unusual colours as well, so really like those. Then finally, moving on to lips. When I use a lip pencil, the one I tend to use all of the time is the Bobbi Brown lip pencil, and this is just in their nude shade, and I will use that to line the lips, but also fill in, because if you fill in the colour on your lips, it helps the lipstick to adhere and last longer. So that's a favourite. I use it under pretty much everything unless I'm using a red lips. So on to lipsticks. Unfortunately, 3 of them, my favourites, are Chanel, but I'll start with one of the others that I really like. This one's quite new. I bought this just before Christmas. It's MAC and it has a little bit of a shimmer in it. It's the one that I'm wearing today, and it's called Fresh Moroccan. So it's like a reddy brown, but as I say, with a little bit of shimmer. And actually, although there is a fashion for matte lipsticks, on an older skin, the matte lipsticks aren't as flattering. So something that's got a little bit of a shimmer in it is much better. So my 3 favourites from Chanel. Really lovely spring colour, and this one's quite sheer, it's not too pigmented, so it's nice for the spring and the summer. This is Cocoa, and it's number 416, and it's a lovely sort of peachy colour. My all-time favourite is one called Enigmatic. It's number 135, and you can see I've got right to the end of that and had to dig it out with the lip brush. So that one I will be replacing. And it's slightly more orange than the one I'm wearing, so it's really nice, again, spring through to autumn, and it does have that little bit of a shimmer to it. And finally, for a more sort of winter colour, this one's called Etienne, and it's more of a sort of deep berry colour, which is nice when I'm wearing those deep berry colours in the winter, or if I want something stronger. And as I said, that one's called Etienne, and it's number 446. So that's it. Those are all of my current makeup and beauty favourites. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I will answer them for you. And also leave me a comment about what you would like to see in the future. Our next video coming up is going to be 1 outfit and 3 ways to wear it, to give you ideas of how you can dress up or down a simple outfit. So if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Again, as I said, leave me a comment. And if you're new to us, please hit the subscribe button, which will appear on the screen, either side, I don't know which, at the end of the video, and then you'll be notified when we release a new one. So thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.